Welcome back to the 49ers Unscripted podcast presented by Microsoft Surface. This time around, we are joined by 49ers defensive lineman Arik Armstead. As we have you here at the desk, hanging out with us on the podcast, I have to ask the most important question of all, and how's fatherhood treating you? You're a new dad. You're in a season where, now you're balancing. Usually it's just football and personal life, but now it's like football, personal life, and a daughter. How's everything going for you?
It's great. I love it. I love being a father. It's amazing to just come home and see her smile every day when she sees me. And, it's no complaints. It's truly a blessing. And I appreciate every moment with her. And I have a lot of support and help with my wife and my family. And so it's been great.
It changes the way you look at a lot of things, right? Now it's not just you out here and you and your wife, but now it's like you have a little person that you got to take care of, right?
Yeah, for sure. And especially having a daughter and being able to see that side. Obviously, we can get so wrapped up in, our daily life, but to be able to see the other side and to be able to raise a daughter and watch her grow and try to be a great father for her and help her, as a man, help a young woman. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait.
Okay, serious question here. Have you turned into a softie? You can be honest with us here.
Definitely, I've always been, when it comes to family, I'm always a softie. Love being around my family and trying to be present in the moment and trying to be as affectionate as possible. It's not always my strongest suit, but definitely having a daughter turns you into a softie for sure.
It does. But we don't see any of that on the football field when it comes to you out there, and I want to talk about your numbers and what you've been up to in just a bit, but I want to talk about it being year 7 for you with the 49ers, same team throughout your career, but now when you came into this season, did anything feel different for you? Did it hit you like, wow, this is 7 years of me doing this, or was it kind of just business as usual?
We take a step back and realize, what you've been able to accomplish. And, being here has been amazing for the good times and the bad times, and going through those different seasons and being able to, be here and remaining as a constant on the team has been a huge blessing and, something I cherish. And going in year 7, really excited, especially coming off the year we had last year, not just as a team, but just as a world, really. Everything, was, looking really, really different, and excited to get some normalcy back and get our fans back, and we're off to a great start, 2-0, and, really exciting.
Speaking of getting things back, you guys got back a few faces on the D-line this year, namely Nick Bosa and D Ford, but also there's a lot of new faces that are joining this group. Zach Kerr, Arden Key, Maurice Hurst, Samson Ebukam, just to name a few guys. But tell me a little bit about these newcomers and how they kind of fit with what you guys have going on in the D-line room.
It's great to be able to, work with your brothers and grind together, and have one common goal. And we really have a great room. I've been a part of some great rooms, been very fortunate on that front, to be a part of some really close-knit groups. And, this group is really special. We're super talented. We love playing for one another, and that's only going to continue to improve throughout the season as we continue to grow closer and closer together. So I'm really excited about that.
A lot of people keep bringing up 2019. That's the theme that everyone's brought up, and we've heard both sides of it. We're looking forward, we're not thinking about that season, but I just want to ask you, what do you think is the potential of this D-line group?
We have immense potential. We have a lot of depth, which comes in very handy in games, when that snaps add up and the toll gets taken out on the individual. Having a guy who can come in and fulfill that same standard of play is amazing. And we're a deep, talented group, and the sky's the limit for us. We just gotta go out there, keep playing, and go out there and get it done.
Give me one underrated guy that deserves some love on this D line? You know, people know the Nick Bosas, they know the Arik Armsteads, they know the D Fords, but who's somebody that stands out that maybe faithful should get used to getting to know them?
Man, all my guys, you know, not just one, but if I had to choose one, especially weeks 1 and 2, Contavious Street's been playing out of this world, showing up big. Very excited and happy for him to see the way he's playing. And but all our guys, you know, have a huge impact. You know, it may not, you know, show up how some of the other guys show up, especially out in the media. And but you know, our guys have a huge impact, and no one player can do anything by themselves. We all have to work together to get it done out there.
Speaking of everybody working together, I just want to know, having Nick Bosa, having D Ford back on that field with you, how does that make your job a little easier?
It makes my job a lot easier. Having more talent out there, having guys who have had great success in this league and playing with them, we're able to bounce ideas off each other. We're able to work together, and it's just amazing having them back. And you know, on a personal level, just having them back and feeling healthy and getting back to some normalcy in their life is just amazing to see. I know I went through some injuries in my career, and it can be some depressing times. And so just to have them back and have them smiling and being around is just amazing. And you know, the football is just the bonus and extra.
So I want to talk about a little bit about what you've been up to the first 2 weeks of the season. Let's see, second in the NFL in pressure percentage, 15 quarterback pressures on the year. Just what you've been able to do through 2 weeks, what's clicking for you? What's got you in this groove?
Just going out there and trying to do my job at, you know, the best of my ability, and really just focused on, you know, being in year 7. It's, you know, the mental part of the game is very huge for me. Stuff, you know, has been slowing down for me, learning how to break down my opponents, what moves are going to work versus them, what I need to do to be successful out there. So, you know, things are kind of clicking for me. Just feeling, you know, confident in my abilities and going out there and executing my game plan that I come up with throughout the week as I'm studying guys and watching film, and just going out there and doing it.
You did this on the road for back-to-back games to open the season, and if you look around those stadiums, you see a lot of red there on the road, whether that was in Detroit or Philly. But just for you guys, especially coming off of a year where you didn't necessarily have fans there in the stands, how has it felt just stepping out there, and you have faithful that travel extremely well? It's
amazing. Shout out to the faithful. You know, they always show support when we're on the road, no matter where we're at. I'm like, dang, I didn't know we had fans out here. You know, one of the best moments, one of my favorite moments, I remember being a part of the Niners, is going down to LA and the Rams and Goff not being able to hear on third down, and them having to check and make audibles and go silent cadence when in their own house at a home game. It was like just the craziest thing ever. And I'm like, that's when I realized, like, wow, we really do run a lot of cities.
Yeah, 49ers have a solid fan base. But one thing I want to transition to before we let you go, I want to talk about just what you've been up to, not just on the field, but also off the field. Your efforts and what you do in the community when it comes to youth and education is absolutely unmatched, and it has not gone unnoticed, especially with what you're doing with the Armstead Academic Project. Right, I got that right. But just tell us a little bit about what you've been up to, because I see it as you're not just a person that's there writing checks, you're actually in the community getting things done. But what's going on for you guys? What have you been doing this past year, and what can we look forward to?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head with that. Really, when I look at having an impact, I like to take a deep dive and, you know, not only just write checks, but use my brain and see and problem solve. And how can we make things better? How can we support students? How can we surround people with an environment to be successful, and that's really what I'm passionate about and working to do. Super exciting. I'm having a huge announcement on Tuesday, so we'll have to wait a little bit for that, but everyone can stay tuned for that. I have a huge announcement for my nonprofit of something we're launching that we've been working on that I'm super excited about, and we're just going to continue to, do the work that's needed. I feel students deserve every opportunity they need to be successful in life, and if it's not people like me or other people who show interest and care, then they won't have that support, and I don't feel like that's fair. Yeah. And so we're going to continue to do it.
Big announcement coming soon from this guy, Arik Armstead. Where can we find out this information once it's released? Where should we tune into?
I think it will be a lot of places. I know I'm having a press conference, so I'm sure there will be media there, local media. I know the Niners media is covering it. Who knows where it's going to be?
Okay.
I think it'll be a lot of places, hopefully.
But we got social channels.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my socials, obviously, I'll be reposting, and my website. Anyone who wants to be involved with my nonprofit, they can go to arikarmstead.com and reach out to me. But I'm a pretty accessible guy, so you can DM me or whatever too.
There you go. You can find out more information. News coming quite soon. But last thing before I let you go, I want you to give, usually we would end this with like this whole food rundown. I think you did it with me last year, but we're going to switch things up. Before we go, I just want 3 words that you could give me to describe this 2021 49ers team. 3 words.
3 words. Man, from the first 2 weeks, definitely resilient.
Yes, absolutely.
Tough.
Yeah, I can see that one.
And hardworking. Is that 2 words? Or
No,
is
that works.
We can bundle that?
We bundled that. Resilient, tough, and hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco 2021 49ers, and you are a big part of what they are doing on the field. So with that, Arik, appreciate you stopping by the podcast. Get home to baby girl, send her our love, and we cannot wait to see what you've got coming up next. Armstead Academic Project. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Make sure you subscribe.